Good morning, Toastmasters.
Morning.
Morning.
Why does anyone want to become a leader and step forward to lead a team? For some, it is to lead people. For some, it is for survival. For some, it might be thinking about their business or service. For some, it is to change the world. That was the reason why Dr. King chose leader to become a leader. The seeds of his leadership started very early in his career while he was in college. While he was studying as a student in Pennsylvania, there were two significant events that started in his life. Number one, he heard about the lessons and the teachings of the great leader, Mahatma Gandhi. Number two, very early in his career, he became a leader while he was in his senior class. So after completing his studies, he accepted his first pastorate to become a first pastorate in Montgomery, Alabama. It was during this time he got an opportunity to become a leader for an organization called Montgomery Improvement Association, which helped many people in that region during that time. That was the first significant step for the American civil rights during that time. We might all look at leadership as something very glamorous, right? But many people have sacrificed many things while taking that job. And even Dr. King has sacrificed many things to get to where he is at that time and to lead people. His wife, in her book, says, day in and day out, they used to get phone calls of threatening messages. But she says, apart from all this chaos and whatever is happening in their personal lives, she is always motivated because she saw something more, something big that is coming to the world. That's what she mentioned. Dr. King sacrificed so many things in his life, and he led 250,000 people back in those days for peace marching in Washington, D.C. He won Nobel Prize Award for his leadership ability and also led so many people and organizations. And even the day before his assassination here in Memphis, in his speech he says that I'm here just showing and moving forward according to the God's will. And I am fearing no man, and I'm seeing a promised land. I may not get there, but I see we as people can all get there one day. And he ultimately paid the price and sacrificed his life the next day. That was the price he paid for leadership. So when we talk about leadership, as I already mentioned, it might look glamorous, but every person who went to that top have sacrificed so many things in their lives. And we have also seen our share of leaders who also take advantage of their positions at that top for their own reasons as well. So there are a few things when we talk about leadership that we also need to think about. There is no success without sacrifice. The reason why I say that is I think everyone here in the room, we all went to college to learn the different skills, to attain, to grow in our career. And even athletes, they spend a lot of time in gym, sacrificing the time with the family just to be on the top. And even the great poet Ralph Waldo Emerson says, for everything you lose, you gain something, and for everything you lose something. So life is full of trading. The next one is, to become the best leader, you need to keep giving. For example, let's imagine how many of us have seen the greatest teams in the world, take it any sport, being at the top, year after year, year after year. Very few teams does that. Why do you think that happens? Because once you become a champion, the year one, the teams become reluctant. We are already at the top. But what they don't think about is they need to sacrifice even more to be at that position the next year. So that's the leadership ability. They have to continuously sacrifice. And the third one is, to stay at the top, it is even you need to pay a higher price. Take about a small example of an auction. How many of you here have participated in a simple auction or an auction anytime? Most of us, right? What happens in an auction? When the price is low, everybody bids, right? As you see an increase in the price, people start to drop, right? So the price is higher at the top, even in our lives. So leadership is all about sacrificing, and it's not a one-time thing. Thank you.